All right, and we are back. 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 Welcome. All right, and we are back. And today we're back with another reaction video, and we're actually checking out Jubilee. Now, I don't watch them very often, but this one looked pretty interesting, so I figured I'd check it out for you guys. And because it'll give me an opportunity to do my sleuth detective work, you know? I get to choose and be like, oh, I was right. I'm like a detective. Everybody knows I'm always right about stuff. So
what happened to the religious content?
I just wanted to go ahead and get this out for you, you know, just to prove to you guys I am always right. But always remember, guys, if it's the new year, you know, it's 2024. Here I go dating this video. So remember, guys, make sure you take all your decorations down, Christmas related things, you know, a word out to you guys. But also make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe to not only me, but also to Jubilee. I am not trying to rhyme right now. That is just what is happening. Because guys, here's a serious part. No more joking around, guys. If you don't like, comment, or subscribe, more importantly, subscribe, always subscribe, YouTube will come through that door. It is no longer Christmas decorated. Jubilee, 6 real military versus 1 fake.
I'm in the military.
I was in the military.
I'm in the military.
Okay. I was in the military.
I was in the military.
Okay.
I was in the military.
Okay.
I was in the military.
Okay.
All right, guys. Which one of these is the fake one? You take your guesses now. Only one of them is lying. So 5 or 6 of them are real. You know, we just got to figure out the one who is lying. Now, I will go ahead and start first. I am going to go with... My first instinct is the guy with the Marine shirt on. It's just too much. I don't know. I've met people from the Marines before. Rarely do they just have a Marine shirt on. Usually they represent by just stature alone. You know, I don't know. This guy, he's sitting a little slouched. He doesn't really pull off Marine look to me. Also, this guy, possibly he's on my radar. He looks... I don't know. He looks a little too much like, I don't know. He's doing it too seriously. My next up on my radar to who possibly might be fake, I'm going by order, guys. It's between these two. I'm gonna say him. Something about him, he's too casual about it. It's like the opposite of him. It's like he's just too outward. He's too casual. He's like, yeah, I know I look like I'm in the Marines or I'm in the military. You do look like it, sir. But are you really? Next up is this guy. A little suspicious. Little suspicious. He's got the dog tag. That's a little OD. That's a little much. This guy, least suspicious out of the guys for me. He just seems like a regular guy. A lot of people who I know who've been in the military who I've met are actually just regular people. Her, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not doubting it. Her, I actually also not doubting it. That the camo is more coincidental. Like, she don't wear this every day, but she thought it would be cool for the episode. So, like, I'm not gonna blame her for that. I feel like she did it before. She been there. If you are lady, don't be lying to me. Let's go.
I'm Trevor. I'm a Marine Corps vet and got out as a...
Guys, how you feel about his stance? How you feel about his stance? Any military vets in here? You guys liking his stance? You feeling his stance? I don't know if I'm feeling this stance, guys. I don't know. You feeling this stance, guys?
I'm Dane. I'm 26, and I got out as a HM3. I was in the Navy for 7 years.
How are we feeling about this guy? How we feeling?
I was just looking at people's position of attention, their feet at 45-degree angle and everything.
That's a good tactic. That's a good tactic. He's staring at their feet. He's doing all the attention detail things. That could be something a real military person does or a faker.
I'm Yvette. You do not need to know how old I am.
Okay.
But I did 8 years in the Army.
Okay, what years?
My name's Elliot.
Here goes my number one suspect right here. Mr. Elliot. Mr. Elliot. I don't know about you, bro. I don't know. How you like his
Served
stance?
in the U.S. Marine Corps.
How you guys feeling about his stance? Is it proper? Is that a proper stance?
My name is Max, and I'm an Army vet.
Oh, he's a little taller than I expected. This is why he was least suspect on my list. You know, I feel like he might be it.
Max really
He ain't the
stuck
liar.
out. He was kind of dragging his feet and everything.
He was. It's because he's not. You know, it was the actual. You know, U.S. Army. It's not. You think some people ain't dragging their feet every once in a while? You think the Sarge got his eyes peeking at everybody at all times? He tries. He don't.
A lot of military guys don't drag their feet when they walk.
A lot of them don't. Some of
I'm
them.
Brandon, active duty, United States Space Force.
Whoa, what? Hold on, what did he say? The Space Force. Do we count that? I guess that's real, but is that an active thing? Can you? I don't know, man. He's up. He's higher up on the list, guys. He's suspect.
I'm Brandon, active duty, United States Space Force.
Look at her face. Space Force. Space Force. I didn't know we had Star Wars characters here. Come on.
I'm Susie. I'm in the Army Reserves, and I'm a sergeant.
Okay.
Space. Space.
I've never even heard of that.
Brand new.
Were you in the Air Force and then they were like
Yeah,
Space
so-
Force?
So I was in
got it.
training. I was doing ROTC to be in the Air Force.
Okay.
And then 2019 is when they created the Space Force.
Yeah.
You're in the Space Force.
I feel like he may have just been in the ROTC, guys. I don't know. I've met ROTC people. They always are like that one step. They really want to be in the Marines or the Army or something. But a lot of them don't make it, you know? A lot of them do make it, but some of them don't make it. I'm going to say that. Some of them don't make it. And those some of them still kind of fake the funk a little bit, you know? You guys know what I'm talking about.
It's like what?
So I already saw that it was going to bring attention to me being in the Space Force. We don't know about it, so he's probably using that as his cover so he can make up whatever story that he wants.
Nah, people know about it. It's just lame. Who wants to be in the Space Force? You're not even really doing much. You're doing what? Counterintelligence in space? If that is the real objective of Space Force, you're probably making sure people aren't sending different types of spy satellites into a specific orbit. Is that really cooler than being in the Army, Air Force, Marines, any of the stuff? Is it? I don't think so.
Are you stationed here or were you stationed in
Los Angeles
Colorado?
In
Space Force.
space.
Yeah.
He was stationed in space. They have a hangar. If you ever watch Justice League, it's similar to the one that Batman has. It's very similar to that. It's just the watchtower up in space. That's where the Space Force is headquartered.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But we have a base in Colorado too.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
They also have a base in Colorado.
are unicorns. You're literally the only one I've ever met. Yeah. No offense to anyone in the Space Force, but no one knows anything about them.
But your dog.
Yeah, but I don't know about you, bro. Look at him.
No offense
A little suspect. I don't know.
to anyone in the Space Force, but no one knows anything about them.
But your dog tags outside of your shirt not bothering you, that bothers me.
Whoa, got him. What? You got the dog tags on the outside of your shirt? What are you, civilian? I mean, I didn't know that was a thing, but that's because I'm a civilian.
Person I was suspicious of was Trevor.
Yeah,
I
same
never
here. Same
wear
here.
these things. They just wanted me to kind of wear something marine-ish for the video. So
Oh, okay. Is that the case? Is that the case? I don't know if that's the case. I feel like y'all, they're like, hey, do you have any Marine things or anything that represents you? Because a lot of people didn't.
yeah.
All right.
People who
Come on.
were in the military, you never wear A dog tag that's like cringy because you wear dog tags
Let's
in like
go.
boot camp.
Who goes to the
All right, he's a little less suspect, but like, come on. This guy ain't wearing nothing military related. The shirt isn't even like military related. What is he talking about?
VA?
I haven't yet. Like,
haven't yet?
I've gotten
Okay.
my QTC done and like done my appointments, but I'm still waiting on the rating.
This guy still got sweat under his armpits. He's a little less suspect to me. I feel like he looked like he just got out. He just got out.
Okay. Which VA? What facility do you go to?
West LA.
Loma Linda.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Long Beach.
Okay.
Why don't you go?
Right.
Are you still in?
No, I'm a veteran.
Where do you go to boot camp?
Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Or are you stationed?
Oh, Camp Zama, Japan. That was my first and only duty station.
Where is that in Japan?
It's like an hour away from Tokyo. It's near Atsugi Base, which is a Navy base.
They're not gonna ask him any questions about this, huh? They're gonna ask any questions, any detailed questions. Is it because he looks a little Asian? Huh? Is it because he's part of that persuasion? Possibly. I don't even know. He could be Hispanic.
Base, like an Air Force base, and then Camp Zama is like right next to it.
And what was your MOS?
MLS is 68 Sierra. Preventative
Okay.
medicine specialist.
Okay. All right, guys. Who do you guys? We know who she think the mole is. Who do you guys think the mole is? Right now, Trevor, he went up on my list a little bit. Trevor is up on the list. Now, who else is up on the list? This black guy over here. Guy in the background, I don't know. He's just up on the list. The Marine guy, he went down slightly, but he's still like 2. He was my number 1. Now he's my number 2. Trevor is my number 1. This black guy down back here is my number 3. This guy in the white shirt, he's still least out of the guys. You know, as well as the other guy. Those 2 are the least out of the guys. Out of the girls, I feel like she's actually the most likely, but we're going to move on.
Every time I wear them, like I am always wanting to just tuck them because they're not like supposed to be worn out.
When he stepped up and introduced himself, he just said Army veteran. He didn't say anything about like his rank or anything like that.
Didn't know a damn thing about the Department of Veterans Affairs.
I have never met anybody from the Space Force.
All right, he might be a real one. I feel like he also suspected the guy I suspected. Maybe this Space Force is some real stuff.
Sorry, bro.
All good.
I believe him.
I can't believe I just got voted out. Honestly, like just because like I didn't get VA, that's the only reason why they kind of kicked me out. Which is,
I mean, you're kind of young. You didn't even look like you got. I don't know who all goes to see the VA. Maybe he didn't need to see one.
kind of like, I wouldn't say dumb, but like it kind of sucks.
You're on Space Force like now. You're current now, but you have a beard. Like, what is that all about?
No
Shaving
shit.
profile.
Yeah, no shit, yeah.
I'm still active duty, so I.
This shaving
I'm
profile,
still
though.
It's 85362903.
I know what the reg is.
I'm just telling you, I'll bring it
Got the
up.
manuals on us.
How long is it? My command's been on me about that. You got a beard? In all of my years, I wasn't able to get a shaving profile. I'm like, I don't know.
This beard is the evidence that Space Force isn't a thing. So I kind of.
Dang, she might got him there, but he said he got a beard certificate. Like they told him his beard was so nice that he was like, "Yo, we actually don't want you to cut this, bro. This beard is too immaculate. We can't allow you to shave this off. We like the fit, bro. We like it. It looks cool. Only on you though. That's he got the certificate. They were like, only on you. Everybody else is trash. You it connects. We like that. We like that."
I wanted him to talk more about it.
Wait, you're an officer?
Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah,
Los
okay.
Angeles Space Force.
What's your rank?
First lieutenant.
You're a sergeant?
Yes.
When did you get promoted to sergeant?
I got promoted back in November of last year.
You look really young to be a sergeant.
I'm 25.
Wow.
Okay, 25 sergeant. Okay, guys, it can happen for everybody.
I was like, when he asked me, you know, like, how old am I? Like, because I look young. That's when I was like, oh, look, I need to start answering questions and stuff.
I mean, you look young in one of those ways of like Like, I wouldn't think,
Like, because I look
like,
young.
I'm not about to ID you. You know what I mean?
That's when I was like, oh, look, I need to start.
Are you IDing this chick? She comes up trying to get a beer from you. You really asking her, like, all right, I need to make sure you're over the age of 25? Like, no, I don't care. I guess you're supposed to do it if you look under 40. But, like, she's not getting ID'd. She's not getting ID'd to go into the club. People may see her and be like, oh, you're short. But then they're going to look at her face and be like, oh, you're still of age, though. Like, you don't look, I'm not saying she looks old, but she looks age appropriate. She looks like she's somewhere between her 20s and 30s. Psh, right there. It's not like she's a baby over here getting into the military. But at the same time, I don't know. How difficult is it to be a sergeant? I'm not that guy. Maybe it's one of those things you could be there for like 4 or 5 years. If so, maybe she got in there when she was 18. If she's 25 now, bam. That's what, like 7 years to get it done? Come on, guys. It can happen.
Answering questions and stuff.
You're National Guard or Reserve?
Oh, reserves.
What do you do in the reserves?
So I'm in 88 November. I'm a transportation management coordinator. So basically, my unit, we're a small detachment. And so what we do is we go out to like the seaports and basically like there's vessels with military equipment. We basically like offload them or upload them and then kind of like send them where they need to be.
For the Marines, what unit were you guys in?
3-5 and Weapons and Field Training Battalion, Edson Range.
Yeah.
What company were you with?
H&S with 2-4 and then Bravo with 1-5.
Okay, I knew some guys in Joker 2-4.
Okay, Joker, yeah.
I see.
What's this? Right?
Okay. They just did the sniff test to each other. Like, you ever just see two dogs like sniff each other's tails? That's what they just did to each other, and now their tails are wagging. They like each other. They mess with each other.
Yeah. Synergy going on.
Right.
I don't know nothing about no Marines. I don't know if you guys are tracking.
Quiet. They're doing Marine stuff over
I feel like
here.
with that,
You're super quiet, right?
to have the big Marine guy with the shirt and everything. So I was like, it would be too obvious.
Where did you serve?
I was in First Fast first, and then I went to 8th and 9. I was Yankee White, and then I was in 0311 with 1-5.
With 1-5?
With
What
1-5?
company?
Bravo, and then H&S. I went to Ramadi in 05.
Oh, yeah, same unit.
Yeah.
The only other person
Same unit, huh? What's the chances of that? What a coinky dink. Name somebody. Be like, do you know Captain Crunch? Sergeant Slaughter? All the regulars,
that stood out
guys.
to me was Dane. He said he was in the Navy, but I noticed that the logo on his shirt was actually a Marine Corps unit.
What's the mission of the Marine
Whoa.
Corps Rifle Squad?
To close with the enemy, close with and destroy the enemy.
Locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire
or
and maneuver,
maneuver,
repel enemy
things
assault by
about
fire.
Look at that hesitation, though. Like, I don't know. It kind of took another guy to start saying it before he really remembered it for real. Maybe he was practicing with a buddy at home. How much practice time did they get on this?
Fire and close combat. Yep.
I didn't memorize that.
Yeah, he's a vet.
Whoa, you didn't memorize that? You don't already have that memorized for life? Okay, buddy. I feel like I know fraternity people who got that stuff memorized for life.
For sure. I had that hazed into me by my seniors, so,
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
it pretty quick.
And when did you eat?
See, and this is why you justify hazing in settings of that nature. Do not take what I'm saying literally. I'm just saying. What do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube. Apparently hazing worked for him.
ETS?
2007.
Yeah.
It's ETA, but.
EAS.
Well, Army is ETS.
Oh, it's
ETS.
different
For
for
every branch.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
For Army.
estimated?
Is that true, guys? If anybody has known people from different branches, if anybody's from a specific branch, let me know what it is called in your branch. Comment down below.
Time of
Or
arrival.
ETS for the Army.
ETS for the Army. Yeah.
Expiration of term of service.
A vet was kind of next in line to be voted off. Maybe it was just because it had been a while and she had forgotten like some little aspects of the military.
So why'd you guys join?
College, I wasn't really that passionate about many career fields or anything like that. But one thing that I did find passion in was camaraderie and a bunch of people unifying together towards one goal.
I joined because
Bro, you're in the Space Force. Who is with you? You're in the Space Force. It's like you and like 5 other guys. if I'm being honest here, I feel like the Space Force should probably start looking at gaming leagues and just get all the best people from gaming leagues and have them join up in the Space Force just in case. You never know. Did you see that Adam Sandler movie with Pixar or Pixel where they had to fight the stuff? Gamers.
Do you remember that Marine Corps commercial with the guy on the bridge slaying the dragon that's made out of fire from like back in the 90s? Yeah,
Little
you guys
before
are too
my
young
time.
for that.
Slaying a dragon.
Wait, is this a 90s thing? This looks like an early 2000s commercial. This looks like a 2001, 2002. This is definitely like a, after 9/11 type of video right here, guys. I don't know.
Remember that?
Is this a 90s commercial, guys? If anybody is from the military and became in the military because of this video or this commercial, let me know. And also let me know what year that commercial was.
It's like a good commercial.
The Marine Corps has the best propaganda out of every branch, dude.
Like the next day, I walked into a recruiter's office and I was like,
Do they have the best propaganda out of any branch? Because I got to tell you, the military, the Army does a pretty good job as well. Call of Duty, have you ever heard of it?
Oh man. Okay. Oh, wow. Two things. Like I joined the reserves first, right? So I was a reservist. Yeah. So I got into I reclassified and did intel.
So I joined in 2016. I think it was a combination of like
She's a little bit higher on my list now.
patriotism and just also the benefits were very attractive to me, like a route to pay for school. I come from a military family. My sister was in the Air Force, but yeah, that was kind of my reasoning.
If I went to college right after high school, I would have just been a dumbass and dropped out within a semester. Might as well be a badass, become a Marine infantryman. And
Whoa. Hold on. I just caught that. What's wrong with dropping out of college after the first semester, guys? What the heck? Come on, bro. I'm not offended.
That's kind of what I did.
I joined in 2017, and I did a semester of college, and then this recruiter came up to me and was like, hey, do you want to join the Army? I feel like you would be a good fit.
Maybe she's been lying this whole time.
Especially
He didn't
with
tell
the
you about
benefits.
basic training?
Oh yeah, he told me about
Oh,
basic
okay.
training. Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, yeah, I went
yeah.
to basic training
Okay.
and AIT, and then
She really just tried to get her right there. Like, oh, he didn't tell you about the basic training? You thought you got me. You thought you cooked. You thought you cooked. You thought you was her. You're not her, lady. You're not her.
came back, and then I was like, okay, cool. I could go to college.
do you think you know who the mole is?
I do know who the
Make
mole
sure that
is.
you like.
Guys, who's the mole? Who is the mole? It's him. But who's the mole? If it's not him, it's the pink shirt guy.
And subscribe.
And if it's not either of the two of them, it's the lady with the army shirt on. I already
So
know.
that you can see more.
I got 3 top suspects because I'm not just like the guy who names you the mole. I'll name you the mole. I'll name you the mole after the mole, the third mole, the double agent, the triple agent. I know the quadruple agents, the secret spies, all the stuff, guys. I'm here with it. I'm here with it. I know the top 3.
It's got to be the beard. I get that he has a no-shave chip, but still, out of everyone, that just kind of makes me suspicious.
Bro, you should get a shave chip to shave that up. Nah, the handlebar mustache might be cool. Maybe it's the whole outfit in general. The shirt is too skin colored for him to pull it off properly. It needs to have more like dark highlights in the shirt itself. Like the white all these, what are these, white plants or whatever, those should be black, and then this shirt would pop off for him a lot better, in my personal opinion. It's just too much brightness. He's also a bright guy, so it's the bright on bright, it's just a lot. It's a lot for your eyes visually, and then the handlebar mustache is also a lot visually for any outfit. So you put those together, you need something to kind of, bolden it up, it's a lot. Get out of here, buddy.
So Yvette was a little suspicious of me, so I was thinking maybe if I vote her out.
Not a military move. Not a military move. You're not even going based off of who you actually think. You're just trying to eliminate the person who's trying to eliminate you. You're up on the list, guy. You are now number 3 on the list. Yvette moves down to number 4. I now have a top 4 people. I got a whole. I already know. Oh, why do you're just doubting?
Then I could clear the air.
You name who's on the list, huh? Who's your top 5 list, huh? Who's your list?
For me.
Get out of here. Get out of here, buddy.
Space Force.
Sorry. Space Force isn't real.
You're gonna regret that. I feel disrespected.
You're gonna regret that in 40 years when we're fighting space aliens and the Space Force was our only protection.
It was pretty much a bunch of Marines, so they had their little powwow, and that's cool and all, but you gotta put respect on the Space Force because without us, good luck.
With what? I'm pretty sure we had a lot of luck for like 100 years of really good luck without the Space Force. I don't think, do we need them? We already have the Air Force. They're already protecting the air. Maybe we just extend their jurisdiction to a little bit further up. It's just, hey, take a few more miles up, buddies. We already got somebody who could do Space Force.
If everyone feels confident that you already caught them all, you can end the game now.
Y'all
But
about
if
to end it,
the
ain't
majority
you?
has doubt,
Y'all
the
about
game
to
will
end the
continue.
game.
So please
Y'all
raise
about
your
to end
hand
the
if you want
game.
to continue the game.
We got
Very
'em.
confident group. All right, look at that. If the lights turn green, you voted them all out and you
It's
win.
red.
If the lights turn red,
Come on.
you didn't vote them
Let's
all
go.
out and you lose.
Let's do the thing.
Ready? 3, 2.
Oh my gosh. Who's
1,
okay?
3.
Oh, guys. Wow. I had him on. He was, okay. So here's what happened, guys. This is why he was least suspect on my list. Least suspect on my list. I'm going to let him talk first.
I knew.
So I'm a military dependent. My dad served 20 years in the U.S. Navy. He retired.
Whatever here. You are a faker. What do they say that? You were not being the real one.
I'm a dependent.
Yeah, you sure you are. You're independently lying. False flag. What do they say for the whole? You're disrespecting. You're not actually for the military. I don't know. False flag. Fake news, guys. Fake news. He wasn't actually it, guys. I may not have been 100% right on this one. Least suspect on my list. I'll be honest. I thought it was him. I'll be honest. You guys saw my list. You know who I thought it was. I may not have been 100% right, but you all know that he was on my list. This is why he was least suspect on my list. He was just last amongst the males, which means I still had my radar out for him. I still knew. I did the ocular pat down. I saw. But sometimes the ocular pat down is not the most accurate pat down. Sometimes you actually need to, look at a little bit further. But I am still the #1 detective on YouTube. I will still make sure to prove myself accurate. Again, it's not that I was wrong. It was more like I just needed to move him up on the list. Him being on the list means he was still a suspect, but he needed to be moved higher up, maybe into the top 3. Technically, he should have been #1, but, my consideration is maybe at least having him in the top 3. That's what I'm saying. You know what? These other guys, we don't know for real. I'm just saying this all may be a little bit of fake news. Least suspect on my list. Thank you guys. As always, it's been amazing. I love you. Bye.